Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative. That was not an electric bike. Alright, just to be clear, I'm an avid bike rider. I ride fixies. I used to have like a racing bike that was stolen. And right now, I really have an affinity for electric bikes. And let's just go over what an electric bike is. This is an electric bike. Pedals only goes a certain amount of miles per hour. That depends on your city. We're here in New York, and as far as I believe, it's 20 miles an hour to go in bike lanes. You know, the dedicated bike lanes, over the bridge, things like that. That is kind of what you have to deal with here. So, what kind of bikes are not allowed? Now, we started this off by seeing a bike that I really don't think is technically electric, but still, if it is electric, it is not something that can be or should be allowed to ride in these type of lanes. The problem is, and I can really understand the people who do not have any electric aspect to their bike, but it's tough. When you're really just riding a regular bike, when I'm riding a regular bike, these bikes will go maybe like 13 miles per hour. You're not really going to go too much. And just on top of that, they're starting and then they're stopping. It's so much easier to do so with something that is electrified. Even this bike here is effortless to pedal. I believe this one maxes out at 18 miles per hour. I do have another bike, another Super 73 bike, that has the capability of going 32 miles per hour, but that's not something that I do here on the streets, just because, I mean, 20 miles per hour in Class 2 is and should be perfectly acceptable. The best part about having a regular bike, see, that's another one. That guy even has a license on it. That is not allowed to be there. That's no good. That guy should not be there. And these people are just part of the problem. Sorry, it's just a tangent. I know that there's a lot of things. But what was I saying? 20 miles per hour, Class 2, that one's perfectly fine. But yeah, again, stopping, starting is rough. It really, really is rough. Especially on the fixed gear bike, just kind of going, it is just tough to get started. And when people are going around you, let's say above 24 miles per hour, it can be jarring. Now, me as just a person, and from what I've experienced while riding the bike and being around other people, when you are riding a bicycle, a scooter, a moped, anything like that. Oh look, there's another one. It's so easy. You know what? I recorded this video here because I wanted to kind of capture the people that were riding these electric scooters, the electric mopeds, and gas-powered vehicles as well. And I was like, oh, I hope I get somebody on camera. Yeah, it's not that hard. My call to action, and this is why I'm making this, and this is why I'm releasing this on the Creative Reviews channel, because I think it's really important to be aware first of everybody, the pedestrians, the people who are on regular bikes, electric bikes with pedals, that has pedals, the electric, let's say, motorbikes, those electric dirt bikes, those are a whole nother thing. But there really needs to be more action by the police, and we can't rely on the police only, more action from ourselves. So what I always do, and it's just something that I personally have, I have a little dash cam. I always use it. Usually it's mounted on my handlebars. This is a bike that I'm borrowing from a friend because mine was run over by a truck. I'm fine, it's just literally the bike. But it's always good to have proof, because when somebody is riding reckless, and there are so many ways to actually determine if somebody's riding reckless, you want to have first your side of the story. But what I really think should be done is every piece of footage where you see somebody who is not supposed to be there being a danger to themselves, to everybody else, send it to the NYPD, send it to the mayor, even though I don't believe Eric Adams does much other than party, but just send it to your representatives, make this more known, clog up their emails, you know, send letters. I guess you couldn't really attach a video file or something, but just do something like that. You need to actually pack these things so that people will have the chance to look at it, because just like advertisements that you see online, on TV, anywhere, you have to be bombarded by it always, always, always to actually get something done, where in the advertisement's sake, it's you purchasing something from that company, and from this sake, it's so people will actually do something. I mean, what's actually shocking to me is why police don't really post up and get those motorbikes, because all they would need to do is just literally post up here, because there is no way for a bike to go outside of this little box from here all the way here. It's easy to get them. You just have them stand in line, you take their keys, done. That would be the simplest possible thing. I really hope that something is done, because I have to say, I make this because I'm a fan of riding bikes. I'm a fan of electric bikes, and I think I have loved riding fixed gear bikes and racing bikes. That was my past. As somebody who doesn't want to arrive sweaty, as somebody who uses it for groceries, uses it for a lot of different things, I really think that true electric bikes, that is the future. And as long as people will kind of control the way that electric bikes, and I really mean electric bikes, again, bike with functional pedals, not kind of dead pedals like maybe I believe those Surons have. And again, I have friends who ride Surons. I have friends who ride Onyxes. Like, those are fun, really, really fun bikes. But when you don't ride with a limit on it, it's really going to cause problems for electric bikes to be adopted in the city. And again, I think something that goes like 20 miles per hour is perfectly fine. You have no idea how lucky you are riding a bike in New York City when you see huge amounts of traffic and cars stuck, and you have that kind of free lane on the side where you can go, or if there are no cars on the road, you can go in an open, empty street. You have no idea how lucky you are. And it's kind of just like having, let's say, a Lamborghini or one of those supercars in Manhattan. That's just, you don't need it. You don't need something that powerful. Go outside of the city, do all that. And unfortunately, I do know that there are people who live in Massachusetts and other states. They're coming here just to kind of show off, just like the people who don't live in the city come in, like, rev their cars and their crappy bikes, and, you know, they just want to make a spectacle. Because I get it. This is New York City. People come here for a reason. And, you know, I came here to be seen as well, but I mean, I'd like to hope for myself that I'm not just doing stupid stuff all the time. But guys, again, the call to action is contact the police. If you don't want to contact the police, contact your local representatives here in New York City, in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, and you'll be perfectly fine. And I really hope those people are not going on this bridge. Hey guys, bikes only! Oh my god, and they're going into traffic too. See, it's not only the issue of the bike riders, it's the issue of just completely oblivious people thinking that they don't have to pay attention. You have to keep your head on a swivel. You have to make sure that you're always aware, because you know what? Regardless of if more like e-bike laws get adopted, you're going to have the people who will be outside of the law. You always have to take that into oh, I just lost the word. You always have to account for that, and you really do. So guys, if you have any recommendations of anything on like really what to do with keeping electric bikes the future of this city and kind of eliminating the gasoline motorbikes and electric motorbikes, please do so, because That's going to help all of us. And again, I get that these are people, these are their jobs. They have to do as many deliveries, as many things as they possibly can to stay afloat. But if that comes at a danger to me or to other people, I do not care. I will go walk to a local restaurant instead of order, just because it, all in all, it'll be better. Things will be so much better. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put it in the comments section below. Don't forget, I'm on Instagram and Threads at M8B9. You can email me at you can email me at creativenyc2023@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time.